go. Down.
Okay, hi everyone. Assalamualaikum. So today I'm going to introduce you to 3.2, which we're going to talk about data types, operators, and expression. But for today, I will just cover what is identifier, variables, constant, and also reserved words. And I'm also going to talk a bit about a data type. So you had integer, double, boolean, and char. Okay, so we're gonna see everything of this in a code demo. So macam saya tunjuk sistem print line hello world hari tu, saya akan tunjuk apa benda ni berdasarkan coding. So for today, we're gonna take a look at this question. Okay, this question is a question from your past year's question. So this question didn't ask you to do a coding, but this question dia minta benda lain lah. But for now, I will use this fragment of question untuk kita buat code kita hari ni. Okay, kita ni. Alright, so based on the figure, ada satu figure cylinder. We are going to calculate the surface area. Okay, so for today, kita akan create a program yang kira surface area. Volume tu tak payahlah, nanti tak sempat. Alright, so to calculate a surface area, given a formula here. So 2 pi HR. So H is your height and R is the radius for a cylinder. Okay, so based on this, we know that H dengan R akan jadi kita punya input. Betul tak? Yes. So our output is A, which is the surface area lah. So this is a kind of control structure question yang sequence. So it's gonna be a step by step. It does not involve any if, any while, so it is a very basic question lah. So let's take a look at Blue Jay. So I haven't started anything yet at this point. So we're gonna create a new class. So I'm gonna name our class surface area. Okay. So let's start writing something into our code. Okay, yang ini saya nak get rid of everything. I'm not going to use any of this. Okay, and I'm going to change some of the descriptions. Okay, these fragments here is what you call documentation comments. So I'm just going to put the description of this class. So for this coding, for this class, kita nak calculate the surface area of cylinder. Okay, so just going to replace here. Is this compulsory? No, it's not. But it's a good practice for you to do this. Okay, saya nak masuk formula dia juga lah kat sini. Saya nak sambung sikit. Surface area of cylinder using this formula. We have 2 pi HR, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look at the 2 pi HR. Okay, so first thing you have to include in your code is man method. So yang ini adalah single line command, just to make it easy for you to understand the codes. So you might gonna include that, or you can just abaikan yang itu. Alright, so your man method start like this. string marks, and don't forget the curly bracket. Ada open dan ada close curly bracket. Okay, so ini adalah awak punya main method. Right, so in my main method, we're gonna include everything. So kita tahu we're gonna have two input, right? We're gonna have height and radius for our input. So to get an input, we need to use a scanner. So use scanner for input. So from the previous videos, we have already learned that kalau nak guna scanner, we need to import something, right? We need to import Java util. Okay, previous class I show you this way, right? Okay, this is basically means you're gonna import everything in the util class, in the util library. Tapi you can also do this. Okay, kalau tadi you import everything from the util libraries, betul tak? Sekarang you just want to import scanner from the util library. So you just want to use one thing. Okay, so after you have already import your scanner, kita akan declare our scanner. Scanner equal to scan equal to new scanner system.in. So you are giving your scanner name as scan. Okay. Lepas kita dah declare our scanner, okay, so we're gonna take our input, betul tak? Okay, so untuk height and radius, it's gonna be some sort of numbers involved, right? Instead of a string, instead of words, instead of benda-benda like it's gonna be a number. So we have to declare what the data type. Okay. Okay, let me tulis dulu. Double scan dot okay, so data type is the jenis data for the height. So in this case, we are using double. Double involves some decimals lah. So untuk syllabus awak ada 4 data type yang you perlu tahu. Int, as in for integer, double, and also boolean and char for character. So integer adalah nombor macam negatif 1, 1, 10, 100. So double is more on the decimal side, and then boolean is the values of whether true ataupun false. Char is a character like A, C, B, that's different. So you're gonna use the data type based on the questions lah, based on the kesesuaian. So for this case, kalau kita guna integer, it's not gonna be suitable, right? Because somehow you might gonna have a height yang 10.1 ke, radius 5.56 ke, so that gonna involve some double. Boleh tak you guna integer? Kalau you nak letak integer kat sini, boleh saja, by tak sesuai lah. Nanti awak punya calculation dia akan hilang decimal point tu, so dia tak accurate. Okay, why is it error here? Remember how I shows you how to take an input of string last week? Saya guna next line. But for double, it's not a next line, it's next double. Okay, Itu adalah perbezaan dia. Apa yang you tulis kat sini will be different based on the data type. Okay? Kalau you guna in, if I'm not mistaken, here will be next in lah. Okay, nanti you try sendiri. Right, so I also want to bring your attention to this. Can you put it something else? Okay, height ini is something yang kita panggil identifiers. So identifiers is used for variable names, is used for class name. So boleh tak you nak start dengan nama lain? Okay, boleh, tapi there are some set of rules juga. Ada yang boleh, ada yang tak boleh. Apa yang boleh? You boleh start dengan huruf macam ni. Dan you also boleh letak underscore. Let's say high cylinder. Okay, dia tak error kan? Okay, boleh tak you start dengan sign dollar? Boleh. You boleh start dengan sign dollar. Boleh tak you start dengan number? Tak boleh. Nampak error? Dia kata apa kat sini? Not a statement. Itu adalah error dia. Okay. So you cannot start with a number. So ada lagi, you cannot give name to your yang ini kita panggil variables. Okay. Variables ni you tak boleh guna identifiers macam words yang dah ada ni. Kalau saya try juga, let's see. Saya nak bagi nama saya punya height public, konon-konon kan. Can you do it? No, you cannot do it. Because what? This is known as reserved keywords. Okay, so in Java, kita ada something yang kita panggil reserved keywords. So what is reserved keywords ataupun reserved words lah. Reserved words So what is reserved words? Reserved words adalah words yang tidak ada purpose dia. Tidak ada function lain. Contoh macam ni, dia ada meaning lain dia. So we cannot use this for naming of our variables. Okay. So saya asyik mention je variables kan. So what is variables? So variables okay, saya tukar dulu nanti dia error. So variable is what you see here. We call this thing variable. Kenapa kita panggil dia variable? So actually variable, it refers to the locations in the memory. Okay, what does it mean by that? Okay, so okay, saya contoh lah. Okay, saya pilih dulu. Okay, so dalam computer's memory, okay, let's now assume we are looking at the computer memory. So in the computer memory, okay, contoh ni kan computer memory kan, dia akan ada banyak section. Banyak section. Okay, so apa yang awak bagi tahu dekat coding, contoh macam ni, height sama dengan scan.next double. Height adalah next input. Okay. Bila user dah masukkan input nanti, dia akan simpan dekat salah satu of the memory. Yang kita panggil section tu adalah variables. Okay, so that's why variables actually refer to the locations in the computer memories. Dalam ni kita akan ada value lah. Dia akan bagi tahu, oh height tu adalah berapa. Nanti dah masukkan value kan. Dia akan bagi tahu, contoh height dia adalah 10.5. Dia akan letak value. Dan sebenarnya secara hakikatnya dia ada address dia. Macam you belajar IP address kan. Cuma kat sini kita tak gunalah address kita nak panggil height tu. Kita gunalah nama dia, lagi senang kan. Okay, so yeah, what you have to understand is that variables is the location of the computer memories untuk kita store values. So macam mana kita declare variable? Ni, ini cara kita declare variable dalam Java. Macam mana kalau variable awak adalah satu nilai yang bukan input? So mungkin awak akan tulis macam ni. Katakanlah saya ada satu variable integer untuk this is just another examples, okay? So contoh saya guna age sama dengan 10 pun boleh. Ini pun dipanggil variable juga. You kena ada data type, you kena ada identifier, then you ada value. So yeah, this is variable, and also double height tu pun also variable. Okay, so yeah, kita dah ambil height. Now what we're gonna do next is we want the number of the radius. Betul tak? Bukan number. Input radius sama dengan scan the next double. Right. So we have our height, we have our radius. What else we need? We need the pi values. Okay. Pi values yang awak tahu, mungkin awak nak buat macam ni kan, betul tak? Pi sama dengan 3.14. Ya, 3.14. Boleh tak buat macam tu? Well, you can, but there's other ways yang lagi sesuai. Apa dia? Okay, we know that the pi value is fixed, betul tak? It's not gonna change. I mean, like, I don't know in the future ada tak any experiment yang akan change the value of pi, but as for now, it's not gonna change. So this is a fixed value. 3.14 ni adalah fixed value. So what you can do is you declare yang pi ni adalah value dia takkan berubah. Okay. So how you gonna do it in Java? We're gonna write it this way. Final double pi equal to 3.14. When we set final, means that we cannot change this value anymore. Kalau you cuba tukar, okay. Kalau you cuba tukar macam mana? Okay, let's say saya nak tukar, but what's going to happen? Yeah, it's errors. So you cannot assign a value to final variable pi because the value will never change when you use the final keywords. Okay, kalau tak silap saya, ini this is somehow similar to constant yang ada macam ni ke? Saya pun tak ingat, mungkin lah. Okay, alright. So we have our pi, we have our height, we have our radius already. Then what's next is we're gonna calculate our area. Sebab yes, we have everything that we need. So because height, radius and pi is double, means that area kita pun double juga. So I'm just gonna give it name is identifier dia adalah area. Okay, identifier dia area. Data type dia double. Semana kita nak kira, kita guna formula ini. Okay, 2 darab pi darab height darab radius. Okay. Ni, silap ni. Saya pun kenapa? Kenapa error ni? Okay, lupa. Saya guna height. Saya guna radius. Okay. So, kenalah guna identifier yang awak dah guna ni. Identifier dia kena betul. Alright. So, kita nak print out lah. Print 9 every year. Okay. So That seems correct to me. Let's try and compile this. Yes, there's no syntax errors. Okay, let's just close and run this. Kita run dulu. Click OK. Okay, you just need to type input because you didn't give any instruction kan tadi. Tak tulis any instruction. Let's say I just letak 20.5, 30.6. Okay, I actually don't like using BlueJ because it's quite slow. Okay, tunggu sekejap ya. It's gonna generate the values. Yes, so ini awak punya input, ini awak punya output. Okay, let's just improve our code. Saya nak saya nak clear dulu yang ini dan saya nak improve kita punya code. I need to know when I need to put an input, betul tak? So I'm just gonna print a instruction from here using system out print line. Okay, enter height. Enter height. Okay, then you enter height. System.out print line. Enter radius. Okay, and then I'm just gonna put a statement before me print our area. The area. See, we're calculating surface area kan? Let me check Okay, yes, surface area. The surface area of the cylinder is, saya letak area. Okay, so this is a sentence and then this is actually the value for your area. So let's compile and run it again. Okay, now kita nampak. Oh, enter height. Okay, now I'm going to enter my height, the height of the cylinder. Then it's going to enter the radius. Okay, okay, saya dah tekan enter. Dia lambat sikit. Right. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Okay. Okay, why this happened when actually we have already put the right words here. Saya dah letak words dia betul kan? Tapi bila kita print, dia masih tak terprint habis. Kenapa? Okay, I don't know what happened with BlueJ because sometimes I get this a lot. But to prove that this code is correct, I'm just gonna copy it, run it without the BlueJ. Okay, saya copy, saya guna Notepad. Saya guna Notepad je untuk tulis saya punya code. Okay, saya nak delete balik ni, saya nak paste yang kita dah tulis. Okay, ni yang kita dah tulis tadi. Alright, so I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna open my command prompt. Okay, so bila awak dah install JDK, you should be able to run your code this way. So saya dah simpan saya punya code. Okay, when you use dir, is basically directory. You list out every folder you have in this what you call sections of your computer. Okay, so saya dah simpan dalam file nama Java. Mana? Okay. So ada kat sini. So now I want to go into that Java punya file. Okay, so saya dah masuk. Saya dah kat sini dah. CD Java. Alright, so macam mana saya nak tengok apa ada dalam Java. Okay, then saya ada banyak code lah, ada banyak nonsense code. Okay, so yang kita nak run adalah yang ini, surface area Java. So the command is java c, as in Java compiler. Then we gonna put our class name dot Java. Okay. Again, take time to compile. Alright, that's good. So how to run the code? You type Java surface area. Go. See, enter height 20.5, enter radius 30.5. The surface area of a cylinder is this one. That's pretty much quicker than BlueJ. Okay, but another good thing of using a BlueJ is you can instantly see your errors lah dekat tepi-tepi ni. Kalau guna Notepad ni, awak run compile baru akan nampak. Kalau first time awak tulis, dia tak nampak color-color ni tau. Okay, so yeah, I think that's all for today's code demo. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye bye everyone.